Hi Aries, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages from next week from the 8th of April up until the 14th of April. We'll get straight into it. The first card you got is Never Ending Story. So you could be having some sort of like unnecessary drama next week, or maybe like you're feeling hurt or disappointed or something like that next week. Otherwise, it could just have to do with like you being fearful in some way. And I think that that could be the main message of this card, because you must remember that like the voice inside your head is just the scared self, you know. It's something that you actually need to love about yourself that's a little bit wounded, you know. It's the part of you that needs to be seen as a victim in some way, and that's not an insult in any way. Everyone has that side of them. So it's about kind of looking at that side of you and loving it and giving it some nurturing and some care and that type of thing. And then we have the reason why I think that this is about being scared more than any of the other meanings is because we have the full moon in Sagittarius and it says look at the bigger picture. And this is about how you might have been kind of fretting over the details at the moment, or you've not been taking any action on something, and that you need to look at the bigger picture of something. And sometimes you, with this card, you need to be able to take a risk. And then on top of that, we have the Badger Spirit here, and it says be fearless and bold. And this card basically says the exact same thing about that you might need to take a risk, and you need to be, you know, have courage, and things that the risks that you take now will, you know, Spirit is on your side right now to be able to kind of create something or have a possible outcome that you're wanting with taking action and making that move. So it's very kind of like action orientated, but you're scared to actually do that, if you know what I mean. So I want to see, what does the tarot have to say for Aries from April 8th up until the 14th of April. Okay. So first out, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Lovers, we have the Hermit, we have the Emperor, Death, wow, so many major arcana, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. So Aries, as you know, bottom of the deck are either things that you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician, with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you are manifesting abundance or prosperity into your life. Either that or some form of commitment. You're wanting something that is, you know, going to be fruitful, something that you want to put the work into, but it's about you manifesting this abundance by taking action and doing things slow and steady. So putting in little bits of effort consistently to be able to manifest in abundance. And I feel like that's the message here, that if you do take the action and you be bold and you put in the work, you manifest this in and be positive about it, and then you will have this Ten of Pentacles, whether that is commitment, a relationship, a family, or a good job, a good career, money, happiness, the whole works. So right at the center of your reading, we have the Death card. So this is about next week. This is Scorpio energy. We have Gemini, we have Taurus and Aries, and then we have more Aries over here and Virgo. So with Death, the biggest thing that's happening for you next week is that something is ending, but this end is happening because something needs to be transformed. It's usually like your internal self needs to be transformed, and you are going to need to kind of have some sort of new beginning here. But the new beginning is clearly going to take some sort of action. How did we get here? We have the Nine of Cups because it's got something to do with what you really want. So you're ending something and starting something new and transforming because this is something that you really, really wanted. You wish fulfillment in some way, and it's going to bring you ultimate happiness. So you know that even if the cycle is tough now, you know it's going to bring you to a point where you are happy. You might need to spend some time alone in order to make this change. You might need to actually heal in some way, or kind of focus on healing these wounds. This, you know, looking at your fearful self and healing that side of you to be able to take action in some way, or to be able to end something and transform. You could also be needing to shine the light on others to heal, but in order to do that, this transformation needs to take place within yourself first before you can do that for others. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you could be, again, this change is happening because you're wanting to put in the effort towards this. You're wanting to get to a point where you do have the rewards of this transformation or this change in some way. And you are maybe slightly impatient with it, but it is about, you know, making sure that you can put in the consistent effort. Then we have the Five of Pentacles here. So you could be unhappy with where you're at right now. You could be feeling disappointed. Again, it's very similar with this of the victim mentality in some way. So, you know, and everyone gets in those modes. Life is in cycles. Things need to end. Maybe that's the thing that you need to transform and end, but we'll get some clarifiers on it. It could also mean some sort of financial difficulty or feeling left out of it in the cold or in isolation in some way. So in your 3D world next week, we have the Lovers. So you could be very concentrated on some sort of relationship in your life, a partnership, a soulmate of some sort, and having a good partnership and balancing things out between the two of you. Otherwise, what could be you could be focused on is maybe some sort of partnership, like a business partnership. And then it could also mean that maybe you are wanting to make some sort of choice, and there's a big decision that's coming up next week that you need to make a decision on. When you do make a decision, it is important to weigh your pros and cons, but also to make decisions from the heart when the Lovers comes out. With the Emperor here, we have as your emotions, as how you are feeling, as your, you know, relationships, that type of thing. So you could be kind of maybe leveling up in some way when it comes to your relationships, or you could be leveling up in some way where you know, you're taking control of your emotions. You might be healing your masculine side with the Hermit and the Emperor there. Maybe that's the change, is that you're needing to kind of everyone has feminine and masculine within themselves, and maybe you need to heal that side of you. Otherwise, maybe you are dealing with your divine masculine in some way. You could resonate as the feminine no matter what your gender. But it is also about maybe taking action in your love life, maybe taking action on something that is very close to your heart that you're wanting to start doing. Then we have the Eight of Cups in your thoughts, in your values, in your ideas, your ideals, all of those things. So it could be that in your communication, all of that stuff. So it could be that you are wanting to leave something behind at the place where you're at right now. You do feel like something is missing, and that's why you're considering walking away from something to be able to find some sort of happiness or find where you are better placed. And maybe again, that's that change or that ending that needs to take place. And then we have the Eight of Wands here. So in your passions, in your desires, in your drive, your purpose, your goals, all of those things, this is about things gaining momentum in that side of things. Maybe you are very focused on this next week and you're wanting to take action towards it, and things are very kind of fast moving when the Eight of Wands appears. Could also be a lot of communication here as well. So let's get some clarifiers then for you, Aries. Okay, so what does Aries need to know from the 8th up until the 14th of April, please? So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles here, the Chariot, King of Pentacles, oh my word, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, lots of people here, 3 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Wands. Okay. So, oh, sorry, I don't know what just fell there, but anyway. So with the 9 of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this, again, is this wish fulfillment that you want, but you're wanting to put in the hard work to get to this wish fulfillment. Sorry, Aries. Let me just have a sip of water. So you're wanting to put in the consistent effort into getting you to this point, into putting the hard work. Slow and steady wins the race with that one. Sorry. Queen of Pentacles. This could be a connection that you want to nurture, something that you want stability out of, but you also might want to kind of manifest, or not manifest, you want to create a partnership that is going to bring some sort of, like I said, stability, or some sort of finances into the mix, some sort of abundance of some sort. Maybe this business partnership is what you're looking for, or it could be like an actual commitment of some sort. With the Hermit, this is again healing that side of you or isolating in some way to bring in some sort of abundance, or to bring in like a lot of happiness or stability in some way. Possibly commitment as well. Maybe you need to heal yourself to be able to get married. That could be something. With the Emperor and the Chariot, I feel like you are moving on from maybe... Sorry, I don't know why things keep falling here. It's like there's a ghost in here or something. Maybe that's Spirit saying, yep, that's it. So the Emperor there and the Chariot, this is about like maybe moving away from any sort of stubborn people or issues along that kind of, you know, people who aren't willing to like budge or work with you on something. Or it could be moving away from overcoming some sort of obstacles when it comes to your masculine side, or when it comes to taking action and being successful. Both of these cards are about success and leveling up and, you know, being victorious. So it could have to do with that. You might actually need to travel to do to see this person or to become this person. We have the Death and Rebirth, and we have the King of Pentacles. So you do want to transform in some way. Maybe you want to better yourself, but also it's again about some sort of stability here. With Lovers and Death, and then the King and Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like this has to do, and lots of Ten of Pentacles, it could have to do with the relationship, Four of Wands, you know, money, or it could have to do with commitment of some sort. Then we have the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you're walking away from something towards something that's much more desirable for you, something that you want to put effort into. So you could want this new beginning that you are very passionate about, but the only way to get that is to walk away from where you're at right now. With the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups. You could be, you know, impatient about some sort of offer that's coming your way. Or maybe you are wanting to put in the effort to offer someone something else, usually this is kind of an energy that's, you know, a water sign. There's lots of earth signs here as well, but a water sign where someone is going to kind of sweep you off your feet in some way, as, you know, Prince Charming, that type of thing. It's a really romantic time, and maybe there's a lot of energy being put into that, which is maybe that's what you need to end in some way. Maybe you just don't have the time for that, or you're not getting something back in return, or the same amount of effort back. But it is also about maybe being patient with this offer. And then with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups, you could be you know, getting the support that you need to move things on a lot more quickly, or you could be celebrating something because things are gaining momentum, because you're kind of starting to move towards your passions. There could be some sort of celebration when it comes to that. And then we have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So I feel like maybe you are feeling like your stability in some way, like if this something ends, you're going to be upset about this because it's going to affect either your stability or your happiness and joy, when it comes to possibly a relationship, or just your stability or your home life in some way. Oh my word, what is going on? So let's get some, one second here. Let's get some advice for Aries, please, from the 8th to the 14th of April. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Tower. Okay, so I feel like if you feel like you are juggling too much, it's time to kind of prioritize the right things. If there's any sort of decisions that need to be made, weigh the pros and cons about that and try to make those decisions from a level standpoint. With the Ace of Swords, this is about making sure that you are communicating clearly, but you also might get some sort of breakthrough idea that comes through to you that is going to get you to the point where you are able to maybe possibly, you know, have a balanced connection with someone, or you know, to show someone that this is usually a romantic connection of some sort, but it could also just be, again, like a partnership. It's kind of like a mini lovers in some way. And also, again, about decisions. Maybe you need clarity on making some sort of decision to end something, to change something, and to basically, it's the death of the ego, which is also the same as this card here. So you might need to basically let go of your ego to be able to take action in some sort of new path that is going to be a lot more beneficial for you, something that's going to bring you abundance, but that is going to, you know, require some hard work here. So let's get you a romance angel then, Aries, for next week. So what does Aries need to know about their love life? Okay, that was very quick. We have past life relationship. You have known each other before. And at the bottom of the deck, we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's that manifesting. Maybe you're manifesting in some sort of marriage or commitment of some sort. And it could be a past life relationship. So Aries, I hope that resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.